In a quiet village surrounded by fields that swayed like green waves in the wind, lived a young girl named Meera. The village was simple, its people kind, but among them, Meera stood out in a quiet, gentle way. She was the kind of girl who noticed things others didn't. If an old woman struggled to carry water, Meera was already there. If a stray animal went hungry, she shared her food without a second thought. If someone felt lonely, she sat beside them, listening without rushing away. People often smiled and said, "This child has a heart full of light." But the one who watched her most closely was her grandmother, Amma. Amma lived at the edge of the village in a small wooden house filled with old memories. There were faded photographs, antique utensils, and one large wooden chest that Amma never opened in front of others. Meera's childhood had once been filled with laughter, until one cruel day took it all away. Her parents, the warmth of her little world, were lost in an accident that left only silence behind. From that moment, it was Amma who became her shelter, her home, her strength, her everything. But as years quietly passed, something beautiful changed. More than being cared for, Meera began to care. She noticed every little thing: Amma's tired hands, her slow steps, her silent worries. For Meera knew, deeper than words could ever say, that Amma was the only one who truly knew her. Her fears, her dreams, her unspoken heart. And so, in their small, quiet home, they didn't just live as grandmother and child. They became each other's world. As Meera's 10th birthday drew near, Amma found herself quietly worried. She had always wished to give her something special, something worthy of the love and strength Meera had shown through the years. But her small home held no riches, no new clothes, no shining gifts. For days, she searched her memories and her belongings, her heart heavy with the thought of giving so little. And then, her eyes rested on the old wooden chest tucked away in the corner, the one she had not opened in years. Inside it lay a beautiful doll, carefully wrapped and preserved, holding not just age, but a quiet, hidden magic. Amma gently smiled, realizing that perhaps this was not just something she could give, but something that had been waiting all along for Meera. On Meera's birthday, Amma called her gently. "Come here, Meera," she said. Meera sat beside her, resting her head on Amma's lap. "You give so much to others," Amma whispered. "Tonight, I want to give something to you." She slowly opened the old wooden chest. Inside, wrapped in soft cloth, was a beautiful doll. Its eyes shimmered as though they held stories. Its hair flowed like silk, and its smile felt strangely real. Meera's eyes widened. "It's so beautiful, Amma." Amma placed the doll in her hands. "Take care of her. She is special." Meera hugged the doll tightly, her heart full of joy. That night, she placed the doll beside her pillow and fell into sleep. As the clock struck midnight, the whole village fell quiet. The moon hid behind thin clouds. Even crickets stopped chirping. Something extraordinary began to unfold. Soft golden glow filled Meera's small bedroom, spilling from the corner where her new doll sat. "Meera," a gentle voice called. She opened her eyes to see the doll standing by her bed. "Don't be afraid. Your kindness gave me life," the doll smiled. Meera named her Tara that night. When the village's farmer lost his only calf, no one could find any trace. That night, Meera told Tara she wanted to help. Tara asked what she had noticed. Meera remembered fresh broken branches near the old fallen log by the woods. She told the village the next morning. The men followed her and found the trapped calf alive. From that day forward, Meera always believed in the gentle, bright light that lived inside her. Life moved on, and soon the village festival arrived. Colorful decorations filled the streets, laughter echoed everywhere, and children prepared to perform. Meera watched from a distance. "I want to sing," she told Tara that night. "But I'm scared." Tara smiled. "Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you don't let fear stop you. So every night, Meera practiced. Sometimes she stumbled. Sometimes she laughed at herself. But she didn't stop. When the day came, her hands trembled as she stood on stage. For a moment, fear took over. Then she remembered Tara's words. She closed her eyes and sang. Her voice, though soft at first, grew stronger with every note. When she finished, the crowd burst into applause. That night, she laughed with joy. I was so scared. And yet, Tara replied gently, you were brave. Days later, the sky darkened without warning. A fierce storm swept through the village. Wind howled, rain poured, and fear crept into every home. Through the noise, Meera heard a faint cry. A small puppy was trapped outside in the rising water. I have to help, Meera said. Tara nodded. Be careful and think before you act. Using a rope and a wooden stick, Meera carefully reached the puppy and pulled it to safety. Soaked and shivering, she held it close. You saved a life tonight, Tara said. Meera smiled softly. You helped me find the courage. As time passed, a quiet curiosity grew in Meera's heart. One night, she finally asked, Tara, where did you come from? Tara's eyes shifted toward Amma's old chest. The answer is waiting there. The next day, Meera opened the chest carefully and found an old diary. It belonged to Amma. Inside were pages filled with memories and one truth that left Meera amazed. Amma, too, had once been guided by the same magical doll. When Meera looked at her, Amma smiled knowingly. Some magic, she said, chooses hearts that are ready for it. But life wasn't always easy. One day, Meera failed to help a friend who had to leave the village. That night, she sat quietly, tears in her eyes. I couldn't do anything, she whispered. I feel useless. Tara's voice was softer than ever. You are not meant to fix everything. You are meant to care, to try, and to grow. Though the pain didn't disappear, Meera felt stronger. She began to understand that even kindness has limits but never loses its value. Soon after, a bigger challenge came. Meera's aunt fell ill, and the family had no money for medicine. Fear filled Meera's heart. I don't know what to do, she cried. Tara simply said, trust your kindness. The next day, Meera went to the villagers not to beg, but to help. I will work, she said. I will do anything. Touched by her sincerity, people came forward. Some offered work, others gave food, and some even brought medicine. Slowly, her aunt recovered. Time passed, and one day, Meera noticed a lonely boy sitting alone. Others ignored him. That night, Tara asked gently, what will you do? Meera didn't hesitate. I'll sit with him. The next day, she shared her lunch, spoke kindly, and slowly became his friend. Soon, others joined too. Without realizing it, Meera had changed someone's world. And then, one night, everything changed. Tara didn't move. Wake up, Meera whispered, panic rising. But the doll remained still. Amma entered quietly. It's time, Meera, she said. Tears filled Meera's eyes. No, I still need her, Amma gently replied. She came to guide you, until you could guide yourself. At that moment, Tara's eyes glowed one last time. You don't need me anymore, she said softly. I do, Meera cried. Tara smiled warmly. I'm not leaving. I'm becoming a part of you. The glow faded, and the doll became still ever. Years passed. Meera grew into a wise and kind woman. She became a teacher not just of lessons, but of life. She taught children to be brave, kind, and thoughtful. And one day, she noticed a quiet little girl sitting alone just like she once had. That evening, Meera opened Amma's old chest. Inside lay the same beautiful doll. She held it gently, her eyes filled with memories. The next day, she placed it in the girl's hands. Take care of her, Meera said softly. That night, as silence filled the room, a soft golden glow appeared, and a gentle voice whispered, "Hello?" Moral of the story: kindness is the greatest magic of all. When nurtured, it grows within us, and one day, we become the light that guides others. Thank you for watching Toon Cartoon. For more magical stories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.